Discover the best in local business news with a subscription to the IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. For a limited time, try us out for just $1 a week for 8 weeks. Claim this limited time offer now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. I'm Abriana Herron. Fort Wayne-based Indiana-Michigan Power launched a program to help communities within its service area prepare land in existing buildings for industrial development. It's called the Future Ready Sites Accelerator program. The program gives communities a chance to showcase the potential of underdeveloped locations with the goal of spurring economic activity and creating more work opportunities. Ashley Sevillo, Director of Economic Development at I&M, says there has been a declining number of good industrial sites that could be used for investment over the last few years.
The point of this program is to find what I would call maybe a diamond in the rough. So some land that's out there that's sitting in an ideal location that has infrastructure or has the ability to have infrastructure.
Sevillo says the community response to the program has been appreciative. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, has started construction on its $10 billion data center project at the LEAP Research and Innovation District in Lebanon. Once fully operational, the Lebanon campus will employ about 300 people, according to Meta. It expects the first buildings will be online by the end of 2027. A new learning lab at Indiana University Bloomington's Media School will expand news coverage across southern Indiana on underreported issues, the university announced this week. Called the Indiana Newsroom, the lab will share content produced by professional and student news organizations under the guidance of an IU faculty member, funded by a 2-year, $300,000 grant from the Community Foundation of Bloomington and Monroe County. The lab will launch this fall. The program will employ up to 15 student reporters per semester. Students will begin working through a 3-credit community journalism course and become eligible for paid positions during their second semester. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is made possible by the following.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.
Memorial Hospital South Bend has been recognized as one of the nation's 2026 Modern Healthcare 50 top cardiovascular hospitals, the only hospital in northern Indiana to receive the distinction during American Heart Month. Dr. Mayank Mittal is a medical director of the Cardiac Cath Lab and Structural Heart Program at Memorial. He says this recognition is a testament of the hospital's commitment to the local community.
And it really means that we are kind of living by our mission, that we like to deliver outstanding care, inspire health, and connect with heart for our patients. That's the mission of Beacon.
The recognition comes as cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death in the United States and reflects Memorial's performance across 21 quality measures evaluated from publicly available data spanning nearly 1,000 hospitals nationwide. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources will host 7 workshops across Indiana to allow Hoosiers to provide input on the development of a statewide water inventory and management plan under an executive order by Governor Mike Braun. At the workshops, attendees will be asked for input on developing a regional water planning framework, enhancing Indiana's water monitoring networks, and creating an online water data and management platform, according to the governor's office. The planning effort builds upon the regional water study led by the Indiana Finance Authority and by many local and regional partners, utilities, industries, municipalities, and other water users. More than a month after national news reports said U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was considering Merrillville as a potential location for a detention or processing facility, local officials say they still don't know what, if anything, the federal agency has planned for the northern Indiana city. But At the Merrillville Town Council meeting on January 27th, a resolution to oppose the facility was discussed by council leaders. During the public comment period of the meeting, Merrillville resident Jennifer Gross says she's concerned for the local Hispanic community.
We have a very heavy Hispanic community, and whether they are legal or not, they are not going to be coming out. They are not going to school. They are not going to be going to dine.
The meeting included over 40 minutes of public testimony related to the resolution. More than a dozen residents spoke in support of the council's action to oppose ICE. I'm Abriana Herron for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
You know, the economy and the market are in a hairy place these days. It's up a lot, it's down a lot, it's sideways, and it seems on the hour there's breaking news coming out of all areas of the country. How do you get your head around that? How do you not go crazy in the process? I'm Peter Dunn. You may know me as Pete the Planner, IBJ columnist, and my job for years has been to help you understand your financial life better in context with everything else going on. So what am I encouraging you to do? Well, listen to the Pete the Planner Show. Yeah, it's a podcast. You can get it wherever you get your podcasts, or simply listen at ibjpodcasts.com.
Your commute just got smarter. Turn drive time into growth time. The IBJ Media Podcast Network gives you front row access to leaders shaping Indiana's economy, culture, and future. No filler, just smart, relevant, local storytelling you won't get anywhere else. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcasts.com.